Be of the mind to not leave anything on the table.
Hey, great.
Yes. Because the thing that we leave on the table is the thing that we might need.
Some persons don't want to see you take advantage of an opportunity that they couldn't take advantage of, because it's not always a case where someone don't want to take advantage of a situation. It's a case where they're not in the position to take advantage of an opportunity.
That is it.
Welcome to another episode of Beyond the 9 to 5. I'm your host, Oshido Christie.
I'm your host, Carl Johnson.
This podcast will be focused on sharing our experiences and perspectives when it comes on to navigating the world of being an entrepreneur and working a 9 to 5 and what it takes to build that life.
Today's topic is how to build the life you want using your career. In terms of that topic, I believe that one would have to know themselves, one would have to do deep introspection to know who you are, figure out who you are, right? Figure out who you want to be, and from the reverse engineer it. If you're looking at it from a strictly monetary point of view, you can think about it like, all right, I want to make, for example, $300,000 every month or $400,000 every month. These are my interests. These are my interests. This is what I need to do to get a job that aligns with my interests. Once I get the job that aligns with my interests now, you can think about it, getting the qualifications to get the job that aligns with your interests. When you think about the qualifications, you can break it down and say, well, I go to this or that university, A, B, or C university, will I have to travel overseas to go to school? And from there, you break it down to, if you're in high school, for example, the type of subjects that you want to do, and streamline from there the type of content you want to consume. Right? So just reverse engineer it and just think about it. And make sure or try to ensure that it's fulfilling. If it's a $300,000 you think, for example, might make you feel fulfilled, work with that. If it's simply affording enough to take care of your parents, if it's helping out persons doing voluntary work, the life that you want will allow you to do extensive voluntary work. Make sure that you're fulfilled. You can use example of persons who you admire, who have the life that you want.
That's a very solid point. But there is also the thing that persons normally misunderstand what it means to compare. Comparison can be a killer of joy, but it can also be the reason why you're very successful. Right? There is healthy and unhealthy comparison. You need to know how to differentiate between both. If you are comparing yourself to someone and you feel as if, oh, I'm behind, I'm doing this, I'm not doing that, stop it, bro. You're wasting your time. That is the killer of joy. But if you're looking at someone, you see their journey, you understand their journey, you're like, I love where this person is coming from. I love where they are right now. I love this story. The character development was amazing. I want to start working on my character development.
Bars.
Once you can identify that is a good comparison, and then you can now start working on your career development, your character story. And when it comes on to your career and using that as a vehicle for personal development and growth, bro, upskill. Right? Don't wait on anyone. Don't wait on any job to teach you or tell you that, hey, it's time to upskill. Yeah. Upskill yourself.
Because another day, the job, you can get fired. But if you upskill yourself, have your certification, you can move on and go be in a better position. You can use a job that you got fired from or laid off from or whatever. That past job plus the certification, right? Plus the certification to get something that's better. I love how you say upskill. I realize a lot of older persons think that because you have the experience, oh, but I work for 20 years, this and that, it doesn't mean that thing. Tell you why? If I have the certification for it, I can come in there and you work for me, you make me look good. Upskill. And then we can talk about heart. It's free. Right, guys?
I love that you mentioned that. Speaking of which, earlier last year, or earlier this year.
Man, later last year.
Late last year. Right? Carl had mentioned something to me. Send me a link.
Right.
Where Hart was offering some free courses. And I was like, supervisory management. Carl said, do the course. I said, I don't know what I'm going to do with the course, bro. I'm not in a 9 to 5 right now. What am I going to do with the course? And I'm like, you know what? Let me just sign up for it. Shits and giggles. sign up for the course,
Mhm.
completely forgot about it. Start with working a 9 to 5. No, with this 9 to 5, I had a goal, I had a plan in mind. I am going to start and I'm going to level up. And that is what I set out to do. I started performing, started getting recognition and everything. I positioned myself to get the promotion that I was looking for. And then you know what happened? That supervisor management course that I signed up for, they called me and they said, hey, you were successfully admitted. Class starts XYZ.
Yes,
Now,
yes.
guess what? I am now in a position at my job where I am qualified to get promoted because of my performance. And now I am getting the
Yeah,
certification
Sean.
to
That is
go
it.
with that
That is
performance.
it. That is it.
Upskill,
Upskill.
bro.
And then not just upskilling yourself. The people you meet in the career, in your job, in your everyday job can do a lot for you, to be honest.
True.
Because you have co-workers that inspire you, friends that inspire, you, right? You have clients that come in and inspire. I've met clients at my job, my current job, that once they start to talking and so on, they're saying this and that. I'm like, what? That is interesting. I go over to my desk, do a quick Google search, and realize that this can happen. I have a conversation about it. And from there, I learned something and I did something to upgrade myself from there. So, yeah, we can use all type of things as inspiration. And then things that your career can afford you. Based on that, you can have a good salary or you can make yourself have a really nice way of life. You can go on vacation to like Panama,
Yes,
no
sir.
visa. Right? Dominica Republic. Sorry, what the accent, guys? No disrespect. No visa.
Yes, sir.
Not black, I'm Dominican, right? Yes. Right, sorry. I'm sorry for offending anyone, but yeah. So persons can do that. So your career can be a vehicle for all type of things, guys. All type of things. It can be a vehicle for everything. And then you look at it. Yeah, I'm trying to cut out. Let's be honest. I'm trying to cut it down. I'm minimizing it this time, right? So let's be honest, right? We normally go from a personal thing. This all right, cool. Let's go into this job because of personal thing. But you can look at it from the other way. Use a career and build your personal, right? Because he resigns. You're gonna still have a skill.
Yes, sir.
Still have a certificate. Nobody can
Yes,
tell him
sir.
nothing.
No,
Right?
sir.
Nothing at all.
Not at
What you
all.
gonna tell me, say?
Hmm?
Nothing.
May I listen? Where you go, sir?
And then that is it, guys. Yeah, the person behind the camera had a good point. Person behind the camera is saying that if you resign, you can reapply to a job with the experience and the certification that you have. And that's at a higher level than that. So instead of being on the floor, you can apply and say, all right, this is what I want. Supervisor. You can have the skills, you can have the experience, you have certification, right? So upskill, guys. Upskill.
You can have a bridge job. Basically, what that is, it's a job that basically bridge the gap for you.
Mhm.
So one, you need to get X education or you need to get certain qualifications to get to where you need to go. However, it's going to take time and resources for you to accumulate the knowledge and qualifications needed. Now, when it comes down to that, people need to understand, say, all right, we can get a temporary job and then use this job as a vehicle to then focus on my personal growth. However, people sometimes get distracted. You start work, you start making money, all of a sudden you forget about your initial goals.
And then I can add on something to that. Sometimes we meet the goals, we meet the goals, we have the plans and we're executing. But the bridge job, which is a short term goal, we make it go beyond the time of short term and
True.
becomes a long term.
True.
And we're stuck at that point in time. But at the same time as well, it's never too late. As long as you're alive, it's never too late
True.
to move from there.
And circumstances can cause it to be at that job longer than you didn't initially want to be at that job.
That is true. That is
as
true.
well.
That is true. That's big facts right there. Big facts. Maybe you need to keep it because of financial reasons, because you have certain responsibilities that you definitely need to take care of. Yeah, so yeah. And then sometimes as well, persons can just try to move in faith, I think that is a big part of it as well, trying to move in faith. Because sometimes you just need to take a step. I know persons personally who have taken big faith moves, big faith moves, and it has been working out. They planned, they prayed, and they executed, and it worked out.
Plan, pray, execute.
Yes.
Nice. All right. So if it's a case now, which part? Let's say you get the bridge job,
Mhm.
and now in that bridge job, you're making more than you would make in your
Ideal job.
ideal job. No, that comes and put your priorities into perspective. Why did you initially want that job that was your dream job? Was it because of the pay? Was it because of the freedom? Or was it because of the passion?
Or was it because of pressure?
Or that?
Family pressure, societal pressure. That's a good point, and we talked about in the last episode that it's okay to change.
Yeah,
It is okay to change because you can love the money in one and you can aspire to be something else. You just have to know which one is going to be good for you and work it from there and make a decision yourself.
true.
Because if there are external factors that are affecting that decision, and as an adult, you have to take responsibility later on if you feel that my life was unfulfilled because I was not this or that. So from there, you have to just make a decision, pray again, pray again, and try to make a decision and move on from there. Right? That's what I think, basically.
And then that comes now and put fulfillment into perspective.
Mm-hmm.
What does it mean to be fulfilled? And when we talk about fulfillment, while we're on that, let's talk about work-life balance.
Mm-hmm.
Because you need work-life balance if you want to make this work. But what is work-life balance? That is not the question. People normally think that work-life balance means that you have your time split 50-50 between work and life,
Mm-hmm.
when that's not necessarily the
Not
case.
necessarily the case.
It's finding fulfillment in both aspects, finding fulfillment in your career and finding fulfillment in your personal life. If that can be balanced,
Mm-hmm.
you'll be good. It doesn't have to be a 50-50 split.
Doesn't
It
have
can
to
be a
be
60-40, 70-30. It can be split anyway.
90-10.
90-10. Right? But it's all about finding that work-life balance and what it means.
Mm-hmm.
What fulfillment means for you.
What is
you know?
50-50? Right.
That's a very good. No, like for real. What is 50-50? 50-50 is 12 hours. If it's a 12-hour split,
Yeah.
you know. Because you have 24 hours in a day. No.
Yeah, 50-50. What is 50-50? We sleep. We're supposed to sleep 8
8
hours.
hours. That's technically, that's your personal time.
Yes. Some person sleep 6. Right?
Some sleep 15.
Right? Right? What? Yeah, so 50-50, you just have to prioritize. 50-50 doesn't really exist. Only 50-50 in this sitting area, right? Exists. Doesn't exist.
Really and truly.
Just prioritizing. That's it. Just
Yeah.
prioritizing.
Because when it comes down to work-life balance, it's about finding fulfillment in both your work and your life.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about a 50-50 split.
Mm-hmm.
Once you can find fulfillment in your career, and fulfillment is different for everybody. And Carl said this earlier. Some people are deluded with the idea that you have to be happy
Yeah.
with your work or your life.
Unpopular opinion. Happiness is overrated.
Really is. It's not about finding happiness. It's about finding fulfillment. Right? They're two completely different things. However, if you search for fulfillment instead of happiness, you'll be happy most of the time.
Most of the time.
Really and truly.
Yep. That is it. Because like, it can be there. I think we have all gone through this. Through the whole day, and we don't feel happy.
Yeah.
Not smile the whole day. There's nothing necessarily wrong with it. I think that's a problem nowadays. Is we are being demonized for being normal human beings, for just feeling sad. It's okay to feel sad. Like, it's okay to just not feel happy.
Yeah.
Right? But you're good though, yeah. But I'm just not happy.
If it's a case where your job is the source of your unhappiness, there are a few things that I think you should never compromise on when it comes on to working a job. That is your work environment. You can compromise on anything else. Compromise on the pay, even compromise for management, but do not compromise on your work environment. You're there for 8 hours, 5 days of the week. You're there most of the time you're awake.
Why go to somewhere where you start here, once the day start, and when 8 o'clock come, you're here?
Yeah, man, in terms of energy level. That makes no sense. If you're I believe that you should be in a job where the work environment, you are comfortable with that work environment. Everyone still gets their job done. However, there are a bit of jokes here. the team is cool, the persons who are around is cool. Even if you don't interact with them, the environment is not thick with tension.
Guess what? Be at a job that allows you to create your own joy. Because
Yes.
when I'm at work, when I'm at work, I create my own joy. If any of my team members watching now, they know what I do. They know. I remember the other day, one of my coworkers work here in the department, and she asked, "What I'm doing?" She was like, "Carl, what you doing over there?" No man, so I'm living life. I'm alive over here. I'm just living. I was like, what? I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm just living. That's what I'm doing. That's my answer, right? I'm just living here, right? And that gave her a laugh. That gave me a laugh. That gave everyone a laugh. And that situation happened where everyone got a laugh. You just have to create your own joy, right? And just keep persons relaxed. Yeah,
True.
create your own joy. The person behind the camera is saying that it depends. And if you are more extroverted or introverted and you must go into a space that complements you. Unpopular opinion, guys. I don't agree with that at all. Why? I'm not extroverted. To be honest, I'm not. Some people might think I'm not extroverted, but I love my own company. But you must can enjoy yourself. That's what I see it as. You must can find a way to enjoy yourself and make the place comfortable. Right?
And true.
And then extroverted or introverted. Introverted, yes. But once you work on a team, you have to be kind of out there. And you might need persons who not necessarily are matching your energy. Right? So sometimes you might just have to match their energy. Right? Sometimes you have to make that compromise and say, this is what I'm going to handle things. Right? So yeah.
And it's a case where it's not always about an introverted work environment or an extroverted work environment. It's about being on a team with persons who understand you and know that, hey, this is the boundary. This is what she accepts. This is what he accepts or does not accept. Stay within that.
That is true.
As long as they respect your boundaries, you are.
That is
good.
true. And then I think that I want to mention as well is this. There is no excuse for bad behavior, right?
True.
There is no excuse for bad behavior. And depends on who you are, how you handle that overstep. Handle it how you see it. That's what I'm saying. I can't tell anybody, but handle it how you see it.
Don't throw hands though, please.
Don't throw hands like that.
Said like that.
Don't throw hands like that. Yeah, don't make throwing hands be your first option.
Make it be a retaliation.
Yes. Being comfortable expressing yourself and expressing your boundaries is a big part of it as well. Yeah, because if you don't tell persons how they must behave with you, they won't know. And you might be telling a person how they must behave and they overstep. You handle it how you must handle it, right? So yeah. And you're justified to feel any way you want to feel.
Yeah, your feelings are valid.
Your feelings are valid. Just handle it in a professional way. Don't throw hands though. Just like that.
Carl want to learn if you throw hands, You really want to learn if you throw hands,
Handle it with paperwork, man. Handle it with paperwork. Then the question is though, additional question. What is the work-life balance for an entrepreneur?
There is no work-life balance.
There is no work-life balance. Yeah, there's no.
Bro, if you're an entrepreneur and you're looking for work-life balance, bro, stop. There is none.
There is none. It's just work. It's just work, right? It's just work. If there are any entrepreneurs watching right now, is this how you do it? Comment. Comment. Write down and tell us your work-life balance in the comment section, please. You can send us an email as well. You can reach out via IG. It's in our description. So you can just reach out and just tell us a story. Or you can relay it the next episode. But talk to us. I don't think there is. To be honest, I don't think there is. Yeah. It's just work.
It's just work for real. Hey, I'm talking from experience because I am on that road. So, yay.
I don't think that most entrepreneurs understand work-life balance. You want to create a business, yes, but you don't understand that it will take lot of time and effort and energy and sacrifices. That is the ultimate goal, yes. But it's complicated. You have to think about it deeper than just, I want to work by myself. Because most of them don't think about work-life balance, I think. I believe that entrepreneurs can find that balance by thinking about what they are doing as an actual job. Think about it like a job. Think about going in, starting at 8 and ending at 5 and getting everything done. Have yourself a solid lunchtime. Have all the structure of a regular job. The only difference is you have to be responsible for yourself and be accountable for yourself. Once you do that, you can have a work-life balance. And anything that you do after your 8 hours of the day doing what you do is you can consider it overtime for yourself, but putting the bulk of the work in your 8 hours. Structure. In the last episode, we spoke about, she just spoke about, don't let anyone tell you what to do. Do what you need to do as an adult, and that is 100% right. But aspirations is a thing. I personally feel that aspirations go beyond work. Aspirations and the career goals, because look at, for example, Seventh-day Adventists. Seventh-day Adventists, they aspire to be good Christians, aspire to be good Seventh-day Adventists, right? But that involves going to church on a Saturday. But some jobs might actually start working on a Saturday. You might have to go to work on a Saturday. So there's a disalignment there. There's a misalignment there rather. And we can take it back. Get yourself certified, guys. Get yourself certified. Hard is out there free, Get yourself certified so you can put yourself in a position where the aspirations can align with your personal goals.
The thing is, yeah, people expect you to have everything together all the time when really and truly, none of us have everything together. Right? You have an idea of what you want to do and where you want to go,
Mm-hmm.
but your plan and whosoever you worship's plan might be different. Go where you're being led. You need to understand when you are being led. And when I say led, I don't mean led by an individual. Led by the universe. Let's use the universe in this case. You're led by your intuition. You're led by something that you cannot explain. Opportunities will come up. Take advantage of them. You never know where that will get you in the future.
Yeah.
Focus on that, and everything will align with your
Yes.
personal values.
And then, in addition to that, be of the mind to not leave anything on the table.
Hey, greedy.
Yes. Because the thing that we leave on the table is the thing that we might need. Yeah. Yes.
Bar.
A situation happened the other day where I got an opportunity to do something to earn more, right? And I jumped at that opportunity. Did not leave anything on the table. And look at it, it worked out how it's supposed to work out, right? Any opportunities on the table. And if you can take advantage of that opportunity, you can give it to someone that you know. You can give them, you can show opportunities. I realize that once you put out good vibes out there, once you give persons opportunities, give your friends opportunities, give persons a random opportunities, their choice is to take advantage of that opportunity. Imagine if this was a real plant. I realize that it's two of them, so I can cut off one and give my friend. He won't stop the plant. He still have a plant and it can grow back.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that being kind and being compassionate and just being thoughtful overall can put you at a good position to be led.
But the thing is, some persons they don't like to share opportunities. Some
True.
persons don't want to see you take advantage of an opportunity that they couldn't take advantage of, because it's not always a case where someone don't want to take advantage of a situation. It's a case where they're not in the position to take advantage of an opportunity.
That is it.
But they don't want to give you that opportunity because what? Now you will be going on the path that they wanted to be on.
Yeah. And then the thing about it is, there's enough for everybody.
True.
There is enough for everybody.
True.
Once you know what you want, there is enough. Once you have a plan, there is enough.
There is enough.
Because the majority of persons in the world don't know what they want. Once you know what you want and you're in that small minority that knows it, it's enough.
That is true.
It is enough.
And you just put yourself in a position.
Yeah, put yourself in a position.
You see, if you wait till everything is perfect to move, you will never get to where you're going. Move and figure it out later.
Yes.
I am telling you.
Step by faith.
Hey. Faith walker.
Faith walker. Faith walker.
Telling you, bro.
Alright. In terms of in the workspace and jealousy. Right, you're in a workspace and You have like a little employee of the month. There's opportunity that comes up and someone hides it because they want to be at that level. They want to show themselves. You have a healthy way to demonstrate competence. You have healthy and you have unhealthy ways to demonstrate competence.
Mm-hmm.
He can tell you about the healthy ways in terms of doing what you need. State your intent, right? You told me about the state your intent, put in the work, have a paper trail saying that I did this, show what you did, and then from there, the opportunity to drop in your lap. And you have unhealthy ways. We know that some workplaces are not some. All workplaces have their fair share of negativity, right?
True.
So if a person uses that negativity to their advantage, okay, that's cool on their end. But really and truly, that's not a healthy way to live. It's not a healthy way to live at all. And if you're on the receiving end of someone doing something that is not necessarily ethical, you're gonna feel it. But it comes down to it now, there's a choice. You're in a position that someone is kind of pushing you out or trying to make you look bad. Certify yourself. Get the experiences. If you can move laterally, not up or down, just move to the side to a different position, learn, and from there you take it back up here. Think about it like chess. It's chess. Think about it like chess. And personality, who you are, plays a huge part. Right? Because if your reputation is a happy go lucky cool person, you hardly can do any wrong. See, I was in a workplace once where I was just nice. My supervisor liked me and she thought I was nice and I had manners and all of these things. A little situation happened and a person did something, then I did bad something. Carl wouldn't do that. Right? And then it worked out. Let us move with intent and do the right. You see me?
Yeah.
I'm move positive. Right? Move
Hey,
positive.
I'm not gonna lie, that sound like Carl got physical. Very
I didn't need to. I didn't need to. I didn't need to, right? I didn't need to. Oh gosh. I didn't need to. They love me.
true.
They love me.
The thing is, right, when it comes down to comparison in the workplace, some persons don't necessarily like that, but I don't think it's a bad tactic from an employer standpoint. Because at the end of the day, it gives employees something to work towards. Some employees benefit more than others because some employees thrive in a competitive work environment and others don't. The truth of the matter is, I personally think it's a good way to go about things because it's hard to work a job and you're doing good work, but you never get recognized for the good work that you are doing. And while giving employee of the month, giving employee of the week, and etc., might focus specifically on one specific employee or a group of employees during that point in time, and the others might feel, a bit left out. It's a case where the ones who it was focused on now feel motivated to do this again, now feel motivated to keep going. However, the ones that were not highlighted do not feel the same way, even though they were doing their honest best. But the thing is, acknowledgement doesn't just come in the form of employee of the month or employee of the week. Acknowledgement comes from every little interaction. One employee might not be the overall best employee in the company at the moment, but this person is consistent and working every week, every day on their task and achieving and accomplishing their task. However, they're never getting any recognition because they don't have a balance in terms of performance, but they're focused in on one thing. Let's say I'm doing accounting, right? Every week, my books is never short, ever, at all. Listen, I don't know anything about accounting. So you see, if I said some things incorrectly here, just ignore them.
Or point it out in the comment section.
That works. That works.
Yeah.
But if you're a supervisor, at the end of the day, can come to you and be like, all right, so you need to work on this and this. But I've seen that ever since XYZ date, you have never fallen short when it comes on to accomplishing these tasks. And I love that. Keep up the good work. Just try focusing on these and your supervisor can give you some tips and stuff like that, that acknowledgement alone is enough for someone to move, keep going. At least some form of acknowledgement. You can't have persons working in a competitive environment and not give them any form of acknowledgement at all.
Well, in terms of that now, my perspective is different because you have certain environments where everyone in the department is doing something different. So there can be no comparison for you. The only comparison can be done is with yourself. And then being a part of a team. Suppose you're a part of a team and your your contributions to the team cannot be quantified. Suppose you are the person that makes everyone feel good. You are the lack of a better term, you're the personality hire. Right?
Wow. Wow.
But you're the personality hire. And based on the personality, you're there and you're doing what you're doing. You're working normal, right? But the fact that you are there, you're an integral part of the team, my team is you're the cog that is necessary. Right? So yeah, you have different environments. You just know how you thrive. And then it comes back to the main point. How to build the life you want using your career. That is just part of the journey to build the life that you want. And you're using your career. Right?
True.
One more thing. If you think you're the personality hire, comment. Because some of us know that we are. But you can comment and tell. Or you can comment and tell us if you know of an instance where someone is a personality hire. Like the vibe just nice.
Yeah.
And they make the day better.
That's really
Right?
it's real. You always have that one person who just add the spark.
At the spark. Right?
And work nice.
Very nice. Yeah. So we have a couple strategies we can talk about. Personal strategies or perspective and strategies that we have used for achieving meaningful career milestones.
The thing with that, as you mentioned, career milestones, you know where most people go wrong? People think about employment as quick money. And that's crazy to me, bro. Like, how you go in a one job? And you're going to be like, all right, cool.
Just want to get a work.
And you try to make as much money as possible and jump out. Bro, there are limitations to that. You need a timeline. And you need to actually put in the work to make it happen. You can't think of working a 9 to 5 or getting a job as this quick flip type thing. It's not. It takes commitment. And if you want to make money out of it, it takes effort. A lot of effort that you got to put in. So we need to change this narrative that getting a 9 to 5 is something like to just get some quick dollars and then moving on.
Can get a work, make some money and then cut.
Bro. Yeah. I'm not saying that everyone does this.
Lots of persons do though.
Exactly.
Lots of persons.
Really and truly. And I come to find out that it's normally the persons who don't necessarily have a career roadmap. Because I've met some persons before and they're in that bridge job that we were talking about earlier and their plan is solid. Right? They're working, they're doing the extra hours, they're getting the money, they're saving the money. They're going to school, they're looking for other job opportunities. But at the same time, they're balancing work, life, and the future.
Yep. I know persons who are in the job, they see that the job can take them extremely far. And they think about, they don't make the job, the current job, be a part of their identity. Because they're looking for bigger than where they are. Right? They don't stand in the status quo of what it is. They don't make the status of the job or the money get to their head. They say, this is the plan, this is ABC, this is part of plan B1. I want to do this until this time. I want to use this job as a good job, as a bridge job to get where I need to go. You just have to have your plan and know yourself, right?
That is true.
Prepare, pray, execute.
Yes, sir.
Prepare, pray, execute.
Put that on a t-shirt.
Yeah, that's it really.
Facts. And it's those unrealistic expectations that have a lot of persons feeling unfulfilled when it comes on to their career.
And then social media is there.
Ooh, bro.
We can look at persons who are where we are. You can say, all right, we found this guy, Alex Harmozy, and his story was amazing. And Alex's story inspired me. Cheetah knows him. I'm not sure if he inspires him as well.
Definitely.
Inspires him. Person behind the camera, Alex inspired him. Alex and his wife.
Leela,
boss. Yeah. Big inspiration. And the way they talked about their journey. From being in corporate to doing something bigger to being who they are. it was an interesting story, right?
Was.
Their thing, it comes back to it. Their journey. There was no work-life balance. Both of them love work and they love each other. So it worked.
Yeah.
Work is their life. And gym.
Exactly.
Work and working out. Work.
Exactly.
Right? Then we have another one, Career Colin.
Oof. Yeah.
Amazing story.
Really and
Really,
truly.
really amazing story, right?
Career Colin is a big inspiration. I can't lie. I can't cap, bro.
Yeah, Career Colin, big, big inspiration. And we see how he has maneuvered and he's told his story. And we are seeing real life. We are seeing, not necessarily real life, because you know social media. But we are seeing curated aspects of his life that can be applied. People just have to know what you want. Find the person that inspires you, living the life that you want to live, and just do it. A strategy that I think can work to have you achieve meaningful career milestones is picking the right job for one. Setting a time limit to how you're going to do it, right? What you're going to do. Most jobs have training, little part of training, so you know that you need to learn this and that. So picking the right job, going in, getting absorbed in the work culture, feel out. Once you feel out, once you know what you're supposed to do, execute. Change your mindset shift from hard work to long work. It's not hard, it's just a lot. Once you make that mindset shift, you can do anything. From there, get additional certification. That's just part of it. Career milestones though can be anything because every job is different. But once you have like a specific milestone in the job that you can do it. If you set a milestone for yourself that you're going to do this and that, do it. Right? And from there, just do what you need to do. And decide how that particular point in your life, if it's like a 2 year or a year or a half year, well, a year and a half, decide how that is going to affect the life that you want in the future. If it's not relevant, don't do it, to be honest. And if it's not relevant and you need to do it, figure out a way to let it align with your inner self. So try to look at the positives, right? Whereas a negative face, try to look at the positives for your state of mind. Because every day in the work won't be perfect. That's just how I think about it.
What's the reason why you're working? First, you need to, when I ask this question, get a pen and get a paper and write this shit down. Really and truly, because if you think about it, some persons don't have a plan when they're working. They're just working because they need to pay the bills, car payment, house payment. Eat, go, that's it. But nigga, what happens to your future? Are you working up until the age of retirement? If that is the case, do you have a pension plan? Are you saving towards your pension? If that's a no,
Are you looking to get assets?
and I think you need to have a mixture of both. I spoke with an investment agent 2 days ago, right? And to build wealth, you need to have multiple streams of income. Multiple streams of income doesn't have to be this big glamorous thing. It's not. It's not fun at all because it takes a lot of money and takes a lot of time.
Mm-hmm.
But you just need to be consistent. Really and truly be consistent. If you're working until retirement, get a pension plan. Start working on your pension plan. Right? You need to do that. Start investing in some stocks. If you're not a stocks person, real estate. If you're not a real estate person, bond. If you're not a bond person, give somebody a money.
Something.
You have to do something, really and truly. I know persons who are working for a time, but they are working hard. When I say hard, they're working overtime. The government love when they get paid because the PAYE go crazy. It goes crazy, bro. And those persons, they grind hard for a period of time, then they jump out, take their risk, invest, move, push. Everybody kind of different in terms of how they go about achieving a lot of this stuff here. But at the end of the day, you need a timeline for your job. Yes, let's say you go work. You go work and you say, all right, more save up 6 months worth of expense and left your job and try to figure something out in another 6 months.
Figure it out before you leave.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I saw this video that says leaving your job prematurely isn't fate. It's foolishness. Bro, plan. And I'm talking from experience. I've quit my job countless times, nigga, without a plan. And then ended up back the exact same place.
And then,
It's crazy.
in addition to it, he said write it down. I'm not really a writer,
That's
right?
fine.
But I type small notes. What I do, a strategy that I use to keep myself accountable. I have up my calendar on my phone, and I have up my notes up on my phone, and anything that I need to do, I have my notes on my calendar. And if it is especially important, I put a time limit to it. So every time I look at my calendar, I see it. And also, I see that Oshida has it as well. What do you think I have on your phone screen again?
A vision board.
Vision board.
Vision
I
board.
realize a
That's
lot of
crazy.
persons work with a vision board, work really nice with a vision board. A vision board is not feminine. A
It's
vision
not.
board is a vision board.
It's a vision board, bro. My vision board, I created this thing last year before the year started, bro. And I can count off the amount of things I've already achieved on this. And it has only been what, 4 months?
Yep.
4 months, bro.
And
Visualization is
he has a
crazy.
vision board. I have a list. And I am literally ticking off things on my list. I don't have a vision board, but I have one of the most important things to me that inspires me. He knows what right. I won't say what it is. Y'all can guess what it is. But yeah, it's on my phone screen, it's on my lock screen, it's on my WhatsApp. It's on when someone is calling me. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
you have to put it out there.
I have to put it out there. Every day.
And some of the time, bro, it's not even consciously reminding yourself, but it's subconsciously
Brainwash
reminding
yourself.
Exactly. Because my vision board is on my lock screen. I see it every day. Some of the time I don't even realize. And then randomly I'll be like, oh wait, I still have my vision board
Yes.
for my lock screen. I look on it and I'm like, wait, but man, watch. And I'm like, that's crazy. Because subconsciously your brain will register everything.
Yep.
And then the universe have provided opportunities.
Yep.
But the thing is, some people don't know if you jump on opportunity and when to leave it alone.
And then be realistic
Yeah.
with your vision board and be realistic with your list.
Exactly.
His one is very specific with certain things. My one is plain. It is very, very plain and simplistic and to the point. Right?
Bro, it's plain bad.
It's very plain.
It's one image.
One
image.
Right? If you know me, you know what that image is. And every day when I wake up and I see this image, I know that this is what I'm doing for today. Right?
Yes.
Right? Right? So one image and it's inspiring enough to find what you need. It's like you're brainwashing yourself, basically.
That is true.
Right?
And
then,
you need to be willing to make sacrifices.
Man.
And create a timeline. But if you're not willing to make sacrifices and create a timeline, it makes no sense.
Yep. My sister personally showed me why sacrifice. You have to show me that you need to make sacrifices and why sacrifices are important. You need to prioritize and make sacrifices. Because if you're ever not willing to be uncomfortable for a short time, what you think you deserve to be comfortable for forever?
True. And some of the time, it's not being comfortable for a short time and you're comfortable for a long ass time.
Yes. Comfortable. When you're comfortable, that does not breed innovation. That does not breed the fire. You need that fire.
Mm-hmm.
You need to be in a spot where you say, alright, this is what I'm going to do. I've been in situations, personal situations, where when I was doing anything, that was the best time for me with certain situations. I can't really talk too much about it, but that was the best time because I could zone in and do what I need to do. Like, for example, if you're a guy, you don't have a job, that's the most confident you're going to be. Because you need to be confident to get a job. Fake it till you make it.
Yeah.
Fake it till you make it. Yeah. And then, in terms of making sacrifices, we can think about it in this format as well. You're on the job, you want a promotion. You need a little bit more experience in a different location to get that promotion. So instead of moving up, you move sideways. Get that experience, get your certification, move up, shoot up. Persons might look at it and say, oh, that's not good or whatever, but you know what your plan. Right? You know what you're doing. Right? Persons always say, jack up all trade master and I believe that you can master all. You just have to know how much more you're going to master. I met a guy the other day who wanted to master plumbing and electrical together. He wanted to master both because he saw the need for both. And he was an inspiration. As a client, That made me think, yeah, this guy knows what he's doing, he knows what he wants, and he knows how to go move forward and get it. He can master everything. He's moving sideways right now to master the plumbing to move up. So yeah, you can master them. So just have to be strategic to how you do what you need to do. And you have to know, have a plan to know where you want to go. He knows where he wants to go. He's a perfect example of someone who knows where they want to be and is doing every reverse engineering and doing everything that he needs to do. Right? So yeah. And then look how that guy inspired me as a client. Be open for inspiration.
They can be inspired by anybody.
Be anybody, anything. Be open. Be open for inspiration. If you're not open for inspiration, man, dog name must up. Really and true. If you're not open for inspiration, dog name must up.
Yeah, so for your part, they'll try on everything. I tell you.
Yeah.
But the thing is, when you mention that, Carl, some people they don't understand how to pivot. In a sense where you can be going on for everything and something don't work out and you basically have to start from scratch again. People give up. Zane, bro, you can't give up at all. If you get knocked down, get up back. I feel like I said this in the last episode, but it's crazy, for real. Like, the amount of things I've failed at, I've lost track of it all. But every time I get knocked down, every time I get a roadblock, I get up.
Yep.
If you block your road, me I climb it. If me can't climb it, me I go round.
And then a good thing also where you can a strategy that I use is always be doing something. Always be priming yourself mentally for the big opportunity. Right? Work, plan what you need to do. And always prime. So have you put yourself in a position where you're open for the opportunities, right? Always be priming yourself. Because what? 2 years ago or a year ago, I did a little certification. I did not necessarily need it, but I decided that I needed to do it because mentally that would have helped me to start thinking about bigger. And from there, I've been moving up. Consistency, right? Prime yourself and be consistent. And once the opportunity drops right there in front of you and somebody carries the opportunity, you can take advantage of it. Now we can talk about now how to go for a promotion, how to move up, how to try to move up rather, and how to communicate in a professional way. Right? So you can take on that, Chico.
Alright, so I know why on the first again I camera just look on like what the hell is that supposed to mean? That's crazy.
That's crazy.
But the thing is, and with our culture, I don't think it's normal for persons to actively seek promotions. I don't see it a lot. People always talk about
In a positive way.
People always talk about HR and management link, they're not gonna give me promotion because XYZ don't like me and this and that, bro. Listen, it's a business. And yes, some company corrupt as
Tell.
yeah, that word. Some companies really corrupt, but there are other companies where you can genuinely feel the genuinity in the company and in management.
Yep. And then
Learn how to move up.
and then word of mouth does not work.
It doesn't.
You can't go to your store and say, you say more what they're going after that. No.
Do the thing
Professional.
right? So it's like this.
Like Jamaicans have an aversion to paperwork.
Eh?
It's like Jamaicans have an aversion to paperwork and writing an
You
email.
look too fancy, okay?
Guys, you know what you can do? ChatGPT. ChatGPT. If you have aversion, ChatGPT, no excuse. Right? No excuse.
That's
Okay,
right.
continue. Aversion.
Alright, so it's like this. Zin,
Okay.
you go into a job, you have the intention to move up. If you're a new girl, nobody not take it seriously, but make your intentions be clear. Not in a loud and boisterous manner, but in a professional, like semi-professional manner. Talk on all the supervisor, talk on all the managers. If they have that open space, a lot of companies don't. Where I work, that openness, it's there, so it's easy to kind of communicate that, and then find out the requirements. All right, so we want to become a supervisor, we want to become a team lead, we want to become something, whatsoever the case may be. Reach out to your manager. Find out, say, hey, you know, I'm interested in this position the next time it becomes available. What do I need to do on my end to make myself qualify for this promotion? They will say, all right, here's one. Ensure say you hit these and these targets. Ensure say you don't have no issues with HR. Ensure that this and this and that. Just meet these criteria. Come back to me in the next 3 to 6 months after consistently hitting these targets. And then we can talk about that promotion. Right? 3 to 6 months might seem like a long time, but think about it. If you own a company and someone who came to you and said they are looking to get a promotion, would you say, all right, work on this for 4 weeks and come back?
No. Professor.
That makes no sense.
Professor.
Learn the product, learn the company, understand the client. Come back afterwards. Let me see the track record. That way, when I bring your docket up, no one can refute the fact that you're a good fit for the job.
Mm-hmm.
And consistently, let's not say consistently, but periodically, give updates to your manager and supervisor. Hey, I'm doing this, I'm hitting this target, XYZ, XYZ. Keep them updated so that they know that, hey, that person here is serious. One, it shows your communication skills.
Yep.
And two, it shows that you're really serious and committed to the job that you're currently in. And that already put you above everybody else.
Okay.
Bear in mind, this isn't a health-related environment.
And then that's the thing too. Be open for responsibilities.
Yeah.
Be open to take on some additional responsibilities.
Mm-hmm.
Because once they realize that you can take on, you can handle it, and you can do what you're supposed to do. Yeah. You look good.
Sure. But also, in that sense as well, don't let nobody use it. Right? Because there are managers out there, there are teams out there that will take your willingness and take advantage of it. Right? And then that is just going to drain you, and you're not going to like going to work anymore because the promotion will no longer be worth it.
And then the sense of fulfillment that you had and that was growing will be broken, and then the work-life balance will be broken from there.
Exactly. Yeah, really and true. Because some managers out there are toxic, bro. They hold up, basically, as the owner says, isn't it? They hold up corrupt and bad mind, isn't it? But for real, you see, if your supervisor or your manager can talk for your behalf, or have that little commitment, they will have that little communication thing they are going, solid. Don't be afraid to ask for your promotion.
If you can articulate the fact that you're doing amazing work, or even normal work, you're not doing any work. Where I currently work, we are extremely evidence-based. If you have evidence, you'll talk, and if you can't talk about it, and show the evidence, it does not exist.
True.
Right?
And it's a case where somebody who had less work than you but more vocal than you will get the promotion over you.
Yep.
Because that person doesn't just show that they are a good performer, they show that they have leadership qualities because they know how to communicate. Right? You need that balance. You can't be a good worker but don't have no communication skills and leadership qualities. I expect it to work. It doesn't work like that.
It's going to stay as a good worker.
Exactly. Mediocre work done loudly get more recognition than great work done quietly. So be vocal about your achievements. You're not boast and brag or feel like you're better than nobody else. But you're putting it on the table and say, yo, that man.
Sometimes you need to flex though, to be honest. Sometimes you just need to just flex. And that's okay. So the question now is, based on everything in the conversation so far, should one prioritize happiness and well-being in career decisions?
No.
Alright, so my one, I said this already. I'm gonna say it again. Happiness is overrated.
It's full of shit.
Yes, this I think this has been again. This is so far. We think that happiness is overrated. Fulfillment. Yeah, let's say it together. 1, 2, 3. Fulfillment. Yes. Because emotions are on a spectrum, you know. Right? And we are human. Something can make us feel down, maybe, and everything is good, right? Sure, we are human. It's on a spectrum. So happiness should not be the measure of it. Right? You can be happy doing anything really and truly.
Boom, the difference between happiness versus fulfillment.
Yeah.
Wait, pause the video. Go on and come back.
Yeah.
And then writing records.
Yes. And then that's one more thing as well. You need to define what makes you happy. Right? You need to definitely define what makes you happy as a person.
Or what makes you feel
Fulfilled. Yeah. Because define a definition of what makes you happy. For most persons, it's not just one thing. It's a whole bunch of other things. It's a whole scenario. It's a whole point in your time. It's a memory. It's something that makes you happy. Right? Isn't it? Talk about it. Talk about it. If you don't know, ask persons. What do you think about happy? Sometimes you can vocalize what makes you happy. Persons can see what makes you happy easier than how. They can say, oh, they say a smile or something, what makes you happy. And from there, you can try to balance it out with your career decisions. And then it comes back right down to the topic again. Right? Where do you want to be? Do you think that the goal that you're making will make you happy? Right? It's okay to change the goal. I think we have a talk in Jamaica that man may rich, but he up there, but he not happy. But everything else, alright. He's fulfilled, but he's unhappy, and that's okay. And it's okay to be broke and happy. Right? Just define your balance and find what you can stomach, really and sure.
Really.
Like I said, find what you can stomach.
And the thing about it is that when it comes down to building your life or using your career to build the life you want, these are things you have to understand first. Like, there is no black and white blueprint. You can't give them a step-by-step guide on how to. You can only tell us some things you need to think about.
Yeah, based on our experiences.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And those are what work-life balance look like to you. What is happiness versus fulfillment? Are you one of those persons who jump in on one job to get like short-term money on that and then jump out? Why?
And then that too. Define what is short term and long term to say, define what that is. Because the older you get to know, the more you're going to look at things different. But you need to take that into consideration right now.
True.
Right now.
If you cannot find the answer to all these questions, how you go know how to use your career to build life? You need to understand the life you want and what it takes to achieve that. And to build that life. To understand what that takes, you need to answer these questions. Alright guys. So the camera did dead. Turn on back the camera. No video. Bro, I was livid.
I was not livid.
Yeah, that's Carl. That's Carl. I was upset, man. But then waiting like probably 30 minutes. The video
never so long.
Yeah, around 20.
Yeah, about 15, 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
We got back a video.
The video just magically just show up.
Yay!
Yeah. So that ruined my entire week.
Yeah. So guys, thank you for being here with us. Thank you for participating or listening in our conversation. You can participate in the comment section. Yeah.
Comment section.
Yeah. So if you have any stories or questions, you can ask them in the comment section. If it's something that's a little bit too personal for the comment section, you can reach out to us via email. Yeah, it's in our description, in the video description. Yeah. And follow us on IG, follow us on TikTok. So the hot clips.
Yes. Yeah. Hot clips.
Hot clips. Yeah, you can look at the hot clips. Yeah. And just talk to us. Yeah, we love to share. We are here to just show insight, guys. All of us are in this together. Really, all of us are in this together. So yeah.
And remember,
career, purpose, truth.